Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing an insightful and challenging training session I had with Pablo and my equestrian performance and mindset coach, Ben Netherfield. This session was all about learning to multitask, switching my cognitive focus from audio to visual aids, while building a consistent jumping canter using a metronome set at 110 beats per minute. The goal, to maintain rhythm, tempo and the fundamental jumping skills of keeping my leg on, staying tall and looking up and through the fences.
What it does to your body is you tend to be, no, you actually go the other way. So you tend to be here, but then what you do then is that feeling of collapse at the end. So it's not so here, instead of being, it's one of those things where the brain's just occupied a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're listening to that rather than thinking, what's he about to do?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like so it's just that switch of cognitive, what's the brain concentrating on? And so you're getting a real...
It was definitely a tough day of self-discovery and skill learning, but an incredibly valuable one. Let me take you through the highlights, the challenges and the breakthroughs. We started with warm-up exercises focused on establishing a quality canter. Cavaletti and the water tray vertical were perfect tools for setting up rhythm, adjustability and connection. The idea was to keep things simple so we could concentrate on the fundamentals at the 110 beats per minute tempo before raising the stakes.
Isn't it amazing? I can actually feel the tension in them, so
Yeah.
God, it must be that
I
obvious.
say it's just because the brain is concentrating on something else.
Yeah.
It's something slightly different.
Ben encouraged me to release tension from my shoulders, breathe and deliberately shift my focus from the audio beat to the visual connection with the jump. This intentional redirection of focus was challenging but powerful.
There you got it. One more up.
Our main exercise was working over a single oxa and a vertical, keeping the fences at a manageable height to focus on multitasking. This involved syncing Pab's canter to the metronome beat while preparing my visual and technical skills for the jump. What made this session unique was the emphasis on changing my focus. When I shift something, like riding at a different tempo or introducing new aids, it creates a challenge point. That's where the learning happens, but also where I need to adapt to avoid losing my connection to the jump. One of the most fascinating parts of this session was realising how much the brain can handle when multitasking, and how much it can't when stress kicks in. At 110 beats per minute, my brain was locked onto the audio cue, which kept the canter rhythm beautifully consistent. But because my focus was consumed by the metronome, I started losing connection to my visual aids. Ben explained how this happens. Vision is the rider's strongest asset in jumping. If your focus gets stuck elsewhere, like on the audio, your visual aids take a back seat. That's why, even though the canter was good, I couldn't find the fences smoothly. As Ben put it, I wasn't riding forward to the fence with Pabs in front of my leg. The fence wasn't coming to me, because Pabs wasn't accepting the contact or staying straight at the new tempo. Well, all the stops set me on a ride with the emotional roller coaster. Here's where things got really tough. My automatic and unhelpful thoughts kicked in. Every time Pabs stopped or felt hesitant, I started spiralling. My inner critic questioned my ability to ride at this tempo, switch my focus and maintain the fundamentals. Ben reminded me that these thoughts are just noise. They aren't facts. He encouraged me to address them head on and ask myself, is this thought helpful? If the answer was no, I needed to replace it with something constructive. For example, when I felt like I couldn't manage the tempo and the jump together, I reminded myself, this is a learning process, I'm riding forward. Pabs is responding to my aids. The connection will come with practice. Managing my emotions was exhausting, but it was key to unlocking the progress. Instead of getting frustrated or giving in to self-doubt, I worked through the stops and reapproached each fence with the intention of improving one thing at a time, whether it was keeping my leg on, staying tall or looking up. And yes, it was messy. Ben helped me nut out why Pabs and I were stopping. It wasn't just the tempo, it was my hesitation. The moment I doubted myself, I unconsciously pulled back with my hand, and this disrupted Pabs' straightness. That hesitation transferred directly to him, causing him to lose confidence in the new pace and power.
Is he letting go when I give?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's not what he's doing at the moment.
No, he's not.
Okay? And that's where it doesn't matter if I give more and more. If he's not taking the give, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So is it all
Ben highlighted two key takeaways.
my body,
Focus on the
my
fundamentals.
arms,
Pabs
where's
must stay in
my
front of my
leg,
leg,
and also where is it
keep
stopping?
straight and accept the contact. At the new tempo, it's all about building his trust and confidence. And
Good.
switch cognitive focus. I need to master the skill of transitioning between audio cues and visual aids. This means making the tempo automatic and freeing up my focus for the jump itself. He also explained the brain's role in processing these changes. When I'm consumed by audio, my visual processing and timing suffer. Multitasking isn't easy, but it's critical for jumping bigger tracks. It's about teaching my brain to juggle multiple inputs without overloading.
Okay, I've got to set up with him that's uncomplicated from this zone. Okay? So anything I'm going to do is over there,
Over there.
to here, so he's I and he are drawing me in that same way. Okay? And just the rhythm is fine, but do I get uncomplicated in this kick? That's it. So once I'm on the turn and I'm straight, I think of the job, not the sound. Good.
So, the key takeaways. This session taught me so much about the mental and technical side of show jumping. Here's the biggest lessons. Multitasking is a skill. Switching between audio and visual aids takes practice.
Yes.
Start small and build your brain's ability to process multiple cues. Trust the process. Learning a new tempo or aid will feel awkward at first. I need to stick with it and the confidence will come.
It just shows how much the audio is taking up of your processing power.
Yeah.
Okay, because your look-through habit had gotten quite strong, and this has just altered that a little bit. It's just nudged at it.
And that's what it is on.
Now, maintain this without, put that in my background now, not my foreground. And my main thing is he attitudinally in front of my leg? Is he straight? Am I looking?
Stay forward. A forward, consistent canter is the key to smooth, confident jumps. Avoid hesitation and trust Pabs to meet the challenge. Fundamentals matter. Keep my leg on, stay tall and look up. These are non-negotiables, especially when adding new challenges. And most importantly, keep working on managing my emotions. Recognise when unhelpful thoughts creep in. Challenge them, replace them, and stay focused on progress over perfection. And that's that. This is a journey of growth for both Pabs and me. As tough as the session was, it was also incredibly rewarding. But every challenge brings us closer to mastering the skills we need to tackling those bigger tracks.
But this is where jumping is hard, because we've got our critical point. Where it does everything over there, I've got time. Here, all the things I've got to get right, all the things I've got to not get, or alternatively, I've not got to get into, in other words, a fight I don't need, are in these zones. Okay? And they're 2, 3, 4, 5 strides, or even half a stride, where critically in this moment, this is the thing only thing that matters. Any other data that's coming at me doesn't matter, because this is
The zone.
the zone, that critical zone. And that's where sometimes jumping is a lot harder, because we have other things, but in these zones, it doesn't matter, because I want him to do this. Is he or isn't he, doesn't matter. I want him to.
Thanks for tuning in. If you're enjoying this journey, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.